I ask my higher power to align me with my greatest and highest good, to align me with my purpose, to remove people or things or situations that do not serve my greatest and highest good, and to show me what I need to see. And sometimes that's removing people or certain situations. And I've lost certain people that I never imagined losing, people that I thought would be in my life forever. Losing the people can be right at that moment, rough, abrupt, cutting them off, and at other times it could be slowly, gradually fading away. And if I'm being totally honest, it was scary for me. We may lose people along the way as we start to set boundaries. We're no longer letting other people cross the line. We're working on putting ourselves first. And again, that can be scary because sometimes they're family, they're friends, or maybe because we don't want to be alone. We're afraid of that quiet time, the time where we sit in a room, there's nobody around, our phone's not ringing, we're not getting a text message, there's no TV on, no social media to distract us. A lot of the times, people can't sit with themselves. But in that solitude, if you're working through it, you learn to love yourself, to appreciate that quiet time. At one point in time in the show, he's talking to another man and he tells him that he fears that to be called by God means to be alone. And when he said that, my heart sunk because I've felt that before. I've felt like, okay, God, I'm going through this healing journey and I've set boundaries and I'm losing people left and right. And I know that I'm not meant to be alone. I know that I'm not meant to live a life of loneliness. And then it switched to, who said it was loneliness? I'm resting in solitude. This is my season for myself. Hello, welcome back to Healing Momma Podcast. I am Belle, aka Healing Momma, and today is episode 3, Loneliness Through Healing. I know I've said it countless times, but healing is tough, guys. And I feel like because it's tough, that's why so many people either stop their healing process because they find it getting too muddy or too hard, or they just don't start because they can see others going through it and they're like, no, I don't want that. That's not for me. It's too difficult. My husband used to be a part of this men's group where they also dove into their traumas in a sense. And I remember asking him, aren't you afraid to uncover something that you don't want to remember? Aren't you afraid to realize something that you don't really want to know? And he would say, yeah, I am, but this is just what I have to do. And I never understood it. I was like, you're only hurting yourself. And now I totally understand it. And now I realize how hard it can be to work through healing and work through trauma. I used to be one of those people that was afraid to go through the healing journey because I didn't want to remember, I didn't want to lose people, or I just didn't want to bring up any pain or traumas that I had gone through because I feel like I had already dug them deep down inside. And as much as I get on here and I talk to you guys week after week about healing and you see me post and it could look like I have it all together at times, but I am a work in progress just like the rest of you guys. So it's not anything that's cute sometimes, it's rough. And the reality is it's uncomfortable, it's confronting. Healing is asking you to sit with things that you've tried for so many years to just bury deep down inside of you, and for years you tried to avoid. And I can honestly say that this past year of healing has probably removed more people out of my life than any other year. And I feel like that's not something people talk about. They don't talk about that side of healing. We talk about the positive things and learning and growing. And yes, this is going to turn into a positive, but I feel like I do want to shed light on the fact that it can at times feel lonely. But for me personally, every single day, I ask my higher power to align me with my greatest and highest good, to align me with my purpose, to remove people or things or situations that do not serve my greatest and highest good, and to show me what I need to see. And sometimes that's removing people or certain situations. And I've lost certain people that I never imagined losing, people that I thought would be in my life forever. Losing the people can be right at that moment, rough, abrupt, cutting them off. And at other times, it could be slowly, gradually fading away. And if I'm being totally honest, it was scary for me. I found myself at one point in time thinking, my goodness, like what I say and what I ask of my higher power is actually coming to fruition. And he is removing people, he is removing things. And that was scary. And I thought to myself for a quick second, do I want to continue to do this? Do I want to continue to lose people? And then I stopped and I thought, I'm on this journey of healing, and if I'm losing them, it's for a reason. There's certain doors that you're going to walk through that you can't take everybody with you. And so I buckle down and I'm like, nope, this is for me. This is the journey that I want to be on at this point in time in my life. And I'm asking my higher power, God, to align me with my greatest and highest good. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buckle up because everything is happening for a reason. And I feel like oftentimes when you look at the people that you'll lose once you start to realign yourself with your greatest and highest good, it's people that are familiar, friendly faces, family members, friends. Because more often than not, it's those relationships that are unhealthy, those relationships and those boundaries that have been crossed, but we've learned to accept. And at times they felt safe because we knew what to expect. And with healing, you're stepping into the unknown. So you lose that level of comfortability. My healing and my connection with my higher power are two of the most important things in my life. And I had to ask myself some important questions this year. Some hard questions. Do I want comfort or do I want growth? Do I want to stay the same or do I want to heal? So with that, I will get into today's quote. People think healing is soft, but healing is violent. Because nothing is scarier than waking up one day and realizing your whole personality was just a trauma response. That your calm was suppression, your independence was built on not being able to rely on anyone. Your perfectionism was just fear in disguise. Healing means grieving the version of you that did what she had to do just to feel safe. And letting her go is the hardest part because with that can come loneliness. Let that sink in just for a moment because working through healing isn't just change. It's not just changing habits. You're dismantling everything that you did to create your survival mode. You're realizing that the version of you that did everything to keep the peace, the version of you that never asked for help, the version of you that stayed strong, stayed busy, stayed quiet, stayed numb. She wasn't weak. She was protecting you. And healing doesn't mean shaming her. It means thanking her, letting her rest in solitude. And we may lose people along the way as we start to set boundaries. We're no longer letting other people cross the line. We're working on putting ourselves first. And again, that can be scary because sometimes they're family, they're friends, or maybe because we don't want to be alone, afraid of that quiet time, the time where we sit in a room, there's nobody around, our phone's not ringing, we're not getting a text message, there's no TV on, no social media to distract us. A lot of the times, people can't sit with themselves. But in that solitude, if you're working through it, you learn to love yourself, to appreciate that quiet time. And with that, you stop over explaining, you stop trying to rescue others, you stop people pleasing, and you stop tolerating everything that was draining you. I've learned through this journey that solitude is love and acceptance for myself. And there is a show right now on Amazon Prime that I have really been pulled to and that I love. And it's called House of David. And I really got into it. The moment that I started watching that show, I could relate to so many things that he was saying and the emotions that he seemed to be going through as he was challenged and pushed further, and everyone around him was doubting him or belittling him, and he had some big tests to go through, and with that came fear and doubt. And at one point in time in the show, he's talking to another man and he tells him that he fears that to be called by God means to be alone. And when he said that, my heart sunk because I've felt that before. I've felt like, okay, God, I'm going through this healing journey and I've set boundaries and I'm losing people left and right. And I know that I'm not meant to be alone. I know that I'm not meant to live a life of loneliness. And then it switched to who said it was loneliness? I'm resting in solitude. This is my season for myself, a season where I am going through so much and my higher power is allowing me the opportunity to find out my true self, who I am, what I love, and sit with myself in quietness and stillness and sit with my higher power and go through this moment, turning that loneliness into solitude because there is a difference. Because growth can feel isolating. When you start seeing life differently, when your values shift, when your priorities change, not everyone can take that. Not everyone can walk through doors with you. And through this moment of solitude and growth in my life, I have learned that I am going to lose people. I am going to lose certain situations, certain things in my life in order to become the best version of myself. So what do you do right now if you're feeling lonely? I challenge you to sit. to meditate, to speak to your higher power, pray, and ask your higher power to fill your heart, your soul, your mind, your body with whatever it is that you need at this very moment, whatever it is you need to get you through the day, because life is happening for you, not to you. And if that's true, then this season of solitude has purpose. You just can't see it yet. And I know for me, I'm in my waiting period. I'm in my solitude moment. And while we're waiting, it doesn't mean that nothing's happening. It means that something's being prepared for us. So as I wrap up this episode, let's talk about the word solitude. Solitude means the positive, voluntary state of being alone. So it's flipping that negative into a positive. You're not lonely. You're in solitude. You're choosing healing. You're choosing growth. You're choosing self-love. You're choosing awareness. You're choosing to go against the grain. And in solitude, that creates space to heal yourself again, space to reconnect with your intuition, to meet the real you without the noise in the background. So I challenge you to embrace solitude. Sit with it, listen, and really try to take in what it's teaching you. Because on the other side of this season, there's alignment, there's peace, there's love, there's abundance. And the best part is there's a version of you that doesn't abandon herself anymore. And if this episode resonated with you, I want you to know you're not broken, you're not behind, you're not alone, you're brave, you're strong, you're confident, you're healing, you're loved. And I want to thank you for taking the time to listen in today and joining me on this journey of healing. We can do this every day. Sometimes it's second by second, sometimes it's day by day. Every day is different for us, but I know that we can get through everything. And if ever you feel like you can't get through the day, or it's just you're being hit back to back, reach out to me, DM me, email me, whatever it is. I am happy to hold a place for you in my heart, because I know that it can be tough. Follow, subscribe, like, share, comment. New videos drop every Friday on YouTube, Facebook, Amazon Prime, Spotify, Apple Music, Riverside platform. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. I send you so much love, peace, joy, positivity, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Bye, guys.